All right, let's dive into something that, let's be honest, is a major headache for any homeowner. Underground sewer repairs. I mean, it's a problem you literally can't see, which makes it feel super stressful, right? But don't worry, by the end of this explainer, you're going to have a really clear picture of what's going on and, more importantly, how to deal with it. So let's jump in.
We've all been there, you know? The sink takes forever to drain or the toilet is acting up again. Your first instinct is to grab the plunger or some drain cleaner, and maybe that helps for a day or two. But what if that clog is stubborn? What if it just keeps coming back?
Well, that's when you have to start thinking bigger. Because a lot of the time, those persistent clogs aren't just about what's happening right under your sink. They're actually symptoms of a much deeper issue, something happening in the main sewer line, buried right outside your house. And when that main line has a problem, it affects everything.
Okay, so this is the big question. How do you tell the difference between a simple, everyday clog and a full-blown sewer line catastrophe waiting to happen? Let's walk through the warning signs that should definitely get your attention.
Okay, so let's look at these warning signs. A single slow drain? Annoying, but maybe not a huge deal. But here's the key. When all your drains start slowing down at once, or you're getting backups in, say, a basement bathroom, that is a massive red flag. It's like a traffic jam for your whole house's plumbing. The wastewater just has no exit route. And that smell? Yeah, that's not just unpleasant. That could literally be sewer gas leaking from a broken pipe.
So you're seeing some of those red flags. Now what? Your first thought might be, oh no, they're gonna have to dig up my whole yard. But hold on, a good repair never ever starts with digging. It starts with a proper diagnosis. You've got to see what's really happening down there first.
And this quote right here, this is the absolute golden rule. Fixing the symptom, the slow drain, is just a temporary patch. You have to find the actual cause of the problem inside that pipe. Guessing is just going to lead to more problems and more costs down the road. So how do you see the unseen? Well, it all comes down to the camera. A pro will come out, do a quick assessment, and then feed a special high-res video camera all the way down into your sewer line. It's incredible. They can see everything in real time. Tree roots crushing the pipe, a totally collapsed section, or maybe joints that have separated over time. This isn't guesswork. It's a precise investigation that pinpoints the exact failure.
Okay, so once that camera has done its job and everyone knows exactly what the problem is, then you can talk about how to fix it. And there's no single best way. It's all about choosing the right tool for the specific job, depending on what your pipes are made of and how bad the damage is.
You know, sometimes it might be a simple, targeted dig to replace one broken section. But there are also these amazing modern techniques called trenchless repairs that can fix huge lengths of pipe without tearing up your entire lawn. Whatever the method, the goal is always the same: to create a brand new, super strong, leak-free path for all that wastewater to get away from your house.
And this right here is such a game changer for any homeowner. It's called an outside cleanout. Professionals will often install one of these during a repair. Basically, it's like a dedicated access door to your main sewer line right in your yard. So what does that mean for you? It means that years down the road, if you ever have another problem, a plumber can just pop this open and get to work. No digging, no coming into your house, no mess. It's a small thing that makes future maintenance way easier and cheaper.
Now, fixing the pipe is obviously the main event, but a professional job involves a whole lot more. There's a ton of logistical work that has to happen behind the scenes to make sure everything is done safely, legally, and correctly.
This is the stuff that really separates the pros from the amateurs. We're talking about getting the right city permits, making the site safe, and, this is a huge one, calling 811 to have all the underground utility lines marked before anyone even thinks about digging. You do not want to accidentally hit a gas line. As the homeowner, your main job is just to make sure the crew has clear access to get their work done.
So the pipe is fixed, the hole is filled in, job done, right? Not so fast. The final and maybe most important step is to actually verify that the repair worked and is going to last.
And this slide really nails it. A cheap, temporary fix is based on symptoms. But a real, durable repair is based on that camera inspection, and then it's verified with tests afterward. This could be a pressure test to check for leaks, or even running that camera through one last time to give you visual proof that the line is perfectly clear and solid. That final check is your peace of mind. It's your guarantee that this problem is actually solved.
All right, so you've seen the whole process. Now let's put you in the driver's seat. If you think you might have a sewer issue, here's a simple two-step action plan to help you take control of the situation.
First things first, be a detective. Before you even make a phone call, start taking notes. When do things back up? Is it only when the laundry's running? Where in the house is it happening? Are you smelling anything weird? The more detailed you can be, the better you can help a professional figure out what's going on.
And then comes step 2, which is all about being an empowered homeowner. When you get a plumber on the phone, you need to have your questions ready. You absolutely want to ask, are you going to do a camera inspection? That's non-negotiable, right? You want proof, not guesses. Then ask, will you be installing an outside cleanout? And finally, and this is a big one people forget, what's the plan for putting my yard back together?
And that really brings us to the main point of all this. Your sewer line is part of your home's hidden infrastructure, out of sight, but absolutely essential. By understanding how it works and knowing what to look for, you're not just unclogging a drain, you're actually protecting the health, safety, and value of your home for years to come. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.